Now let's talk about what vitamins and supplements can I take to increase my energy throughout the day. Aside from the usual beneficial aids, what I mean by that is everybody knows caffeine, guarana, stims, all that stuff is going to get you energized, but it's also going to come at a cost because chances are you're going to crash or you're just going to go the opposite way throughout the day. So what we did, we spent some time just kind of researching on what other stuff can you look at to kind of create your own type of energy matrix of sorts to help your body have prolonged increases in energy without getting heavy stims and getting that kind of jittery feeling that comes or is associated with those heavy stims. So the first up that I've kind of got into recently is Nootropics, coupled with the choline source. So choline is basically the precursor to acetylcholine, and that's important for basically energy levels, nerve function, muscle function, the whole 9 yards, as well as having a cognitive boosting effect that works synergistically with other nootropics such as NoPep, subaltamine, centrofuxine. There's a lot. If you Google nootropics and you start reading up on them, they're basically awesome for increasing cognitive abilities, reducing perceived fatigue, as well as helping with energy levels throughout the day, especially with the choline, which also increases general well-being. So that's something you could definitely look at and play around with the recommended dosage for those type of ingredients. So again, the nootropics, choline, great starting point for a more different approach to increasing your energy levels. Next up is a vitamin. We all know vitamin B12. Now, even if you take a multi, a lot of people suggest taking a supplement or a vitamin B12 supplement on its own. So you have your multi and you have your vitamin B12 on top of that. And that, as we all know, increases energy levels throughout the day from a vitamin standpoint. So next up will be a class of supplements called adaptogens. Now, adaptogens, as the name suggests, with the word adapt in there, it helps your body adapt to the mental and physical stress of our day, whether that's external or internal stress, whether that's mental or physical stress. So my favorite is Rhodiola rosea, and that basically helps blunt the cortisol levels that are increased when we have stress exerted onto us. It helps reduce fatigue, it helps increase general well-being, and has an overall energizing effect on the body that's different from your typical stim-heavy energy boost. Acetyl L-CARNITINE is a great one because it helps basically take your fatty acids, it moves it into the muscle cells, into the mitochondria, and mitochondria is where we produce ATP, which is our primary fuel source and energy source for all functions in our body. So basically that is going to have an uplifting effect throughout the day. Again, that's a little different from your caffeine and your stims. So another thing I have out here is branched chain amino acids. Now this is kind of something that you'll notice more while you're working out. So if you are looking for something that's not stim heavy and you're not taking a pre-workout, definitely pick up some BCAAs and have that intra-workout. And you'll notice it's not going to be, again, it's not going to be anything like caffeine where you're wired, but you'll notice that you last longer. And that kind of goes synergistically with my last compound, which will be citrulline malate. Again, it's not an energizer, it's not a stim, but it helps buffer lactic acid a little bit better. And what that means to you is it reduces your perceived fatigue amount. So basically, how tired you are is not going to register like it would. It'll allow you to push a little bit harder, feel a little bit more energized based on everything else I just mentioned, if you include that into your stack. So all those ingredients I just mentioned, they're not stim heavy, they're not caffeine, they're not your usual suspects, and it attacks energy levels from a different avenue, a different way, and it's something that we all should look into. And if you enjoy this video, please like the video, subscribe to our channel. Any questions on anything I just mentioned, comment below, we'll address them. And as always, thank you for watching.